Hey, what's up, everybody? Review Man here, and today I'm back with another review. I know it's been a while, but I'm back. I'm reviewing Daddy's Home. Daddy's Home is a 2015 comedy starring Mark Wahlberg as Dusty, um, Will Ferrell as Brad, and a bunch of other people. As the movie starts, Brad, who is a radio executive, played by Will Ferrell, is struggling to be a good stepdad to his kids, to Megan and Dylan. They're like, we don't like you as much as we did our other dad, whose other dad is played by as Dusty, played by Mark Wahlberg. And Megan asked Dusty, um, Megan is like drawing all these pictures of Brad that's like bad pictures, and that's how the movie starts. Uh, him, all the family together, and Brad over here, and some non-flattery pictures. And then what happens is Megan asks Brad to go with her to the father-daughter dance, and Brad's like, "Oh, I'm honored, thank you, I'm honored." And then one day they get a call from Dusty, and Dusty's like, "I'm coming back, kids, I'm coming back." And Dylan and Megan's like, "Daddy's coming back, Daddy's coming back." And Will Ferrell's all too but pleased to try to get to know Dusty. And they start off on a bumpy start, and Sarah's having all these objections. Sarah the is the wife in this. Dusty's former wife, Brad's current wife, and she's like having all these objections. She's like saying, "No, you can't do this. You can't do this. He's my ex for a reason. You can't do this." And then Dusty arrives, and Brad is immediately intimidated. And all through the movie, they're trying to outwit each other. And Dusty just comes up and tells Brad that I plan on taking you out of the picture and moving back into my kid's life. And Brad's not having it, and so they're competing all these ways. Dusty finished building a tree house with this repairman that Brad unintentionally came off as a racist to the repairman because he's black. And so the repairman and Dusty they hit it off. They hit it off, and they he basically moves into the house, and the kids call the repairman Uncle Griff. And we'll just leave it at that part for right now. And so, and Dusty just wants to drive Brad out of the picture, and because Brad can't give Sarah another kid because of some unfortunate accident whenever he was at the dentist. What happened was is the dentist got distracted, and the X-ray machine started X-raying his package, and the X-rays crossed with the semen, and yeah, so yeah, and eliminated the semen. And but anyway, the movie goes on. They're trying to outwit each other. Dusty buys a dog for the kids. Brad does this other thing that, and then one, and then the next scene is you see that Brad he stages an early Christmas, buying everybody their favorite Christmas presents, and he's like, "There's none from Dusty. Is there, Dusty?" And so Brad tops Dusty's dog. The dog is called Tumor. Yeah, because Dusty sees Brad as a tumor. It's sort of a metaphor thing. And so yeah, um, then Brad gets Megan a pony and gives Dylan basketball tickets to go see his favorite basketball team, and then everybody goes to the basketball game, and Brad's like, you know what, Dusty, I didn't get you one. I got one from me and the kids and Sarah. I didn't get you a ticket. Here's the seats right over there. And then Dusty sees like this old friend of his that's the star the coach of no, he's like some coach to the basketball team. Sorry, I just watched this, but I gotta refresh it. So yeah, he's the coach of the basketball team, and they all go down and they meet the Kobe, which is Dylan's favorite basketball player. And Brad's like, I'm not having none of this. And then he starts getting automatically drunk and makes a fool of himself at the basketball game while hitting this cheerleader in the head with a basketball and hitting these Make a Wish kids, one of these Make a Wish kids with a basketball. And so um, Sarah kicks Brad out because she thinks he's making a fool of himself in front of the kids and showing off for Dusty, and she's not having any more of it. But before that happens, um, that before the basketball game and any of that happens, Dylan gets some fighting advice from these bullies, which is actually girls, and so yeah, gets a fighting advice, and Dylan's like, no wait, what was it? Brad says he's like, you know what, these kids they can't solve anything with fighting. Back where back whenever I was a kid, we used to dance it out. And Griff was like, yeah, there's a lot of inspiration that comes from dancing movies like Step It Up 2, Bring It On 2, Stomp the Yard, all this other stuff. And so, yeah, as, after that, Brad, um, Dusty steps in as father, and Dusty's like, he's thinking to himself, I can't compete with Brad. He's a better dad than I ever was. He was actually there for the kids. And so they go to the daddy daughter dance. The try to make it. Everybody's there, and even and Dylan steps up to the kids, which is actually girls, and Megan's like, "Daddy, Dylan's gonna get beat up by the bullies." He's like, "They're girls?" And he's like, "Yeah, they're really mean girls." And so he punches them, and then both the girls' dad, and Brad and Dusty, they have a dance off. It's one of the greatest scenes in all of in the movie. I can't explain it, but it was good. It was good. And so yeah, at the end of it, Brad and Dusty make up. They Dusty marries this other girl that's actually the same age as Sarah. Um, and she has a what was it? She has a stepdaughter. He had she has a daughter. That's he's actually the stepdad now. So yeah, yeah, that's about it. And they Brad and Sarah have a baby. Name it Griff. And because after the janitor guy Griff, which is actually the uncle now. And so yeah, anyway, guys, that's about it. And at the end of the movie, Dusty meets his stepdaughter's father, named Roger, which is actually played by WWE superstar John Cena. And that, and then basically the whole movie starts all over. But instead of Brad being the stepdad, Dusty's the new stepdad now. And so yeah, anyway, guys, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed. I really enjoyed this movie. Y'all should go check it out. I think it's on DVD now. But anyway, guys, that's about it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff, and I will see y'all guys in the next video. Peace.